Hi everyone, it's Lydie again. It's been a long time, so I'm back. Today I have a special guest, and my guest is Judith. Judith, she's from BC, and today she will just introduce herself and talk a little bit about her business. So Judith, welcome, and thank you so much for accepting my invitation.
Thank you.
Can you please introduce yourself?
Yes, sure. Thank you so much, Lady, for having me. Welcome, and thank you to everybody who's watching or who's going to watch the replay. My name is Judith Ishoma. I'm originally from Nigeria, and I live in Canada now with my family. I'm a mom, a wife, and I work in manufacturing industry and also do this business on the side. I've been doing the business now for over a year and a half now, just a little over a year and
Okay.
a half, and it's been such an amazing journey so far.
Can you please tell us why did you decide, because you have a full-time work, so why did you decide to come into this business and why this one in particular?
Okay, yeah, that's a good question. So, I started this business, a few months after I resumed work after my mat leave, and having experienced that time freedom, with my son when he was just born, and for me, it was kind of an interesting experience and giving me a new perspective because I was like, oh, I wish I could do this, but at the same time, still be able to earn as much as I do when I'm working
Mhm.
fully, right? So yeah, going back to work, the reality, of being a working mom hit me. I realized it's not easy.
Yeah.
And I started to think, long term too. I was like, okay, so what happens, when my family expands, and as kids are growing up, I don't want to have to miss their milestones and stuff because I'm out there working. So I decided to look for something that I could build on the side that would eventually replace my income. So that's when I stumbled across this business. And yes, in the beginning, I was skeptical. Like I know a lot of people who see or stuff about the business, they're skeptical and wondering if it's real, if it's going to work for
Mm.
them. But I watched the webinar. I did my due diligence to find out more information and about the business, and then I went ahead with it. So why I decided to go with this particular business was because after I had looked at a few other business models out there, and even having my own personal experience running a different like e-commerce store, I realized that this business was for me was like the best opportunity out there. So in terms of I didn't have to do like the technical things, like building the website and handling all the back end system stuff. I didn't have to deal with like shipping and logistics. So
Mhm.
usually we say, the heavy lifting and heavy hard work has already been taken care of in this business. So when I saw that, the part that I have to play is just a little bit, and it continues to work in the background while I go about my work, I go about my day. I was like, okay, this is it for me. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's the same thing for me because I have two girls and spending time with them is very important. And
Mhm.
also, as you say, when I see that everything was done for me and I have just a little bit, some effort to do, that will allow me to earn online, to spend time with my family, to have a balance in life. And it's what we want, a balance with family and work. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
So far, you started this business almost 1 year ago. So far, what did this business has given to you, or what this business has changed in your life, in your family life?
Yeah. So, like I said, this business is really amazing. There's so many benefits that come, from having your own online business. Usually the first thing everybody thinks about when you're talking about business is, okay, how much money is there to be made? And yes, there's the money aspect that comes with the business, which is amazing. But in addition to that, there's other things as well, and I'm going to talk about those other things. So the very first thing is the personal development that comes with the business. So a year and a half ago, if you had told me to come and do a live video like this, I would say, no way, that's not going to happen. So over time, I remember the very first time I was actually asked to come and do a live interview, and I found I was looking for all the excuses in the world to not do it, but luckily, with the way our community is set up, our business community, there's just that inspiration that continues to be there on a daily basis, that makes you want to push yourself out of your comfort zone and discover, if I should say, hidden talents, that would eventually help you succeed, right? So that here I am today, doing a live interview, talking to you guys. And yeah, that for me is like a big, big, big change that has happened. I know a few of my friends, my family that know me from way back, they're like, Ishoma, what's going on? What's going on with you? This is not you that we used to know. So that's a good thing. Of course, even my mindset has changed. So I used to have this employee mindset. And what do I mean by employee mindset? So I don't know about you guys or even you, Lydie, but growing up, back home, and I think it's the same across so many countries, across the society in general. We're told to, go to school, study hard, get good grades, graduate, and go to get a good job and work the rest of your life till you get to retirement age, right? And that is the definition of a successful person in the society. So coming into this business, my mindset has completely changed because I've realized that is in itself is not, the be all end all. So I've come to realize that when you're your own boss and you're an entrepreneur, you own your own business, you choose your hours when you want to work, you determine what your income level is going to be, really. It's not being dictated by a boss. It's not being dictated by an employer, as to how much they think you're worth. You determine how much you want to make, depending on the effort you put in. So yes, my mindset has totally changed. I'm more positive, more grateful, more entrepreneurial minded. Yeah. So those are the soft things I would say that has changed about me as a person. Then when it comes to the finances as well, like yes, prior to starting this business, a lot of the time, all you see in your mailbox is bills, 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 right? But with this business, going to the mailbox now is such a pleasure. It's such a pleasure because I'm so excited to see what checks await me in the mailbox, right? Yeah, so having that extra source of income right now has given me and my family a peace of mind so that we can do the things that we've always wanted to do and not worry about where the funds is going to come from to do those things, right? I mean, I don't know if anybody who is watching or who's going to watch has been following me on my page or following my journey, but for instance, I recently got a brand new car. That is something that I never imagined that I would do. In fact, I didn't even used to think about it. When I see people talking about getting brand new cars, I'm like, yeah, I wish, But here I am. It's no more a wish. It's now a reality. So that is just an example of so many things that that this business has done for me, and also even in terms of work. Like before, I would take on a lot of overtime hours just to be able to get more money because who doesn't like more money, right? But now I'm the one turning down overtime. When they call me, Judy, do you want to come? I'm like, no, thank you. I'd rather spend that time, with my baby, with my family,
Yeah.
go and be hustling because I know that extra income is already coming from my business, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I find it very interesting what you said. In school or in life, usually they don't teach us those kind of things that we kind of, for me, discover coming into this business. And I think it's a great thing to kind of not be in this kind of mold, to think outside and to want something bigger, to change your life, to want your life to be the way you dream it. And with this business, it's for me, and I see for other people also who are able to achieve their goal, who are able to live their life the way they want it and not the way the society or family want them to be. And I find it very amazing. And when you talk about the financial part, yeah, this one is very good too. So you can plan, you can go travel, you can plan for your kid education. And with this business, you can also give it back to your kids and they can continue the business. And
Exactly.
it's something that I find very amazing in this community. And the community is also a beautiful community. We are not in this business to judge people. Everybody in this business grow and go step by step at its own pace. There is
Mhm.
no like you against me, and
Yeah.
even helping each other.
Mhm.
That's I find this community just beautiful.
Yes, yes, you're right. Yeah, I just wanted to pick up on a point you said there. Like in terms of leaving a legacy for your children, or building generational wealth, right? You can't do that with a
Mhm.
job, right? I haven't heard of a case where a father or a mother retired and then their son took over the position. I mean, maybe it happens, but it's really, really rare. And what are the chances that that company is still going to keep that child, for
Mhm.
till they retire? So, but in terms of when you build your own business, then you know that this is something that you can for sure pass on to your to the future generations, to your children, and so on. Yeah.
So we all came here in this business because we went and we watched a complimentary webinar. So you who are also in the business, why would you recommend somebody outside or somebody who are watching us who are kind of having some question? Why the person have to come to the webinar and to watch the webinar?
Yeah, so yes, just like Lady said, the first step, in order to get started on this business journey is to watch that free webinar. And lucky you today, lucky for you today, we have a live session coming up in a few hours time. So yes, it would be great if you can make it and watch it, or otherwise you can watch the recorded version. But the reason why we try to get everybody to come and watch the webinar is because that is where we break down what this business is all about. So a lot of the time you hear Lady, you hear me, you hear people saying, "Oh, this business is awesome, this business is awesome." But what is the business really about? A lot of people wonder, right? Coming to this webinar is going to show you just that, okay? And of course, you get to hear from more people, you hear testimonials, people who are using the system that we've set up and are doing successfully, people whose lives are being changed because of this business. So,
Mhm.
yes, in order for you to be more informed, right, it's very beneficial for you to watch that webinar.
Yeah, as you say, the webinar is today at 7 p.m. Central Time. If you want to watch and know a little bit more, and you can also reach out to Judith or myself if you have more questions, and we will be pleased to answer your question. In the meantime, Judith, I say thank you so much from the bottom of my heart to be here with me.
Thank
And I'm very happy for you for all the success that you are having and for more to come. I wish you all the best and hopefully you will have a lot of time with your family and
Thank you
be in
so much.
control of your time.
Thank you. Thank you.
So see you next time. Have a good evening. Bye bye.
Bye, guys.